Scaria. This ancient land has suffered 30 long years under Akadula's brutal dictatorship. The opposition parties, progressives, intellectuals, and anyone who dared oppose him, all eventually yielded to his iron will. Everyone assumed that there would be no end to Akadula's rule. However, as his oppression grew stronger and as countless demonstrations were violently quelled, the enthusiasm for a Scarian revolution deepened. Until one day, when an uprising exploded like wildfire. The revolutionaries have made their camp in eastern Scaria, the country's poorest region. Inspired by the revolutionaries, commoners, long oppressed, have taken up arms against Akadula. While they are disorganized, lack supplies, and are fighting with farm tools, kitchen knives, and relics of previous wars, they are convicted in their hopes for a better future. Despite countless setbacks, the revolutionaries have secured a front line. Akadula commands his army from his palace, a shining jewel situated deep in the wealthy western province. Thousands of his troops, supporters, and mercenaries recruited from allied nations around the world stand guard in his palace. They are well equipped and well trained. With these advantages, Akadula commands an endless onslaught against the revolutionaries. Perpetual war ravages Scaria, with no end in sight for this power struggle. Yet, on this day, an airplane makes its way through the skies of Scaria. Its destination? The revolutionaries' eastern encampment. Navigating no-fly zones is a difficult task, and the pilot was forced to land along the western border, deep within the Scarian army's territory. A young college student stepped off the plane, full of determination to help overthrow Akadula's regime. She, however, never expected to find herself in such a dilemma. No one could have ever imagined that the fate of Scaria and countless lives would rest upon this young woman's shoulders.
Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're gonna take a look at the game called Home Behind Part 2. Now this is a sequel to already excellent game, but in this part they have fixed everything what was wrong with the first part, and game is almost perfect in almost every sense. So this game was developed by 11-bit studio. It is a survival and management game. We'll be leading, as you saw, revolution in the Scaria. So, like similar to the first part, there are perks you can level up to level 20. You invest these heritage points and you gain them to pressing game and doing different kind of quests. So, let me show you what this game is all about. Now in this game you will have a few, let's say, allied nations for which you can do contracts like this one, and they will send you certain supplies and so on. Now let's take it from the top. As for the gameplay for this game is magnificent. Game consists in two phases. So first phase is our base. As you can see, we have cash, we have supplies, we have oil or fuel. Then we have building materials like stone, wood, metal and transistors. So there are a couple buildings here. Every building starts with 0 and can be upgraded. Every building consists of things like we are in infirmary, we can heal certain people. Also we can increase, we pay this amount of resources and we can upgrade it furthermore and increase its treatment speed and so on. There is infirmary, there is command center, which allows you to have additional missions. There is metalwork. As you can see, there are different kind of weapons, there are different kind of armors, you can upgrade them. There is a lot of stuff to do. Also we are driving around in a truck, So we have certain defense items for it, skills, also perks. As you can see, there is a lot of content in the game. You can get mail for different services, you can buy, as you can see, discount in weapons, you can buy, recruit new people, during this way, do different kind of quests and so on. Also, there's an element of gambling here, if that interests you. So, as I said, but main part is this. We have certain characters. This is our first crew, which will go on a mission when we start. And these are our backup people. So as you can see, he's in training. These three have been dispatched to various missions. There is a few levels of characters. So as you can see, these guys, we're gonna open him. He has an orange square here. Here's a legendary figure. So as you can see, all these guys are legendary. Then come epic guys, and then come green guys, and so on. So you have a certain quality when you get like legendary, mercenary or whatever. You will have higher stats here than the epic one. Now every person you have under your control will have strength, agility, fitness, resolve, and intelligence. Intelligence and resolve are, let's say, for doing the technical stuff like letting drones or healing someone, or for doctors and so on. And these three are correlate to combat depending on your weapons, and also this will, as you can see, increase your defense. Everything is quite good explained. Also there are talents you will acquire for them through the quests, through the interact with objects and so on. Overall statistics, everything is, as you see, quite well explained. You have 25 levels for them. On every few levels you will be able to pick additional perk for that person. There are a lot of classes. As you can see, he is level 37. He has 3 skills, which are max at the moment. So as you can see, she has different skills. So there are a lot of classes like his shielded soldier, frontliner. You have backliner, midliners, his berserker. We have surgeon, we have sniper, and so on. There are a lot of classes in this game. So here is, as you can see, day 214 of our revolution. When you make stat items range, also, as you can see, every character has weapon, armor, 2 charms. You can implement them here, sell it, upgrade it, or whatever. Besides that, we have a map. So this is generally a map of this area. As you can see, I have traveled a lot. These are buildings that I have built along the way, which will give me a certain amount of bonuses, resources, or whatever. Through this map, besides us, army will be moving and so on. You will have different events. There can be minefield, there can be storms and so on, which will impact everything you do. Also, a lot of things will move around the map, so think about that. So now we're gonna send an expedition, first team here, and you will see. Now main difference between this and the last part is you're not leading one character, you're leading multiple group, but the basic mechanic stays the same. As you can see, you're moving and collecting resources basically. Your skill will implement your gathering, your disabling of traps. Now about the combat, as you can see, we are fighting in the real time. We can pause it at any time here. We can do manual or auto. They will be filling their skills, and when they're filled, we can click and use them. So we're gonna start the battle. Also, there are different kind of things you can acquire that will help you out. As you can see, they have filled an ulti, so now we can shoot someone with a sniper. He has a lot of DPS. As you can see, she has one shot him. You will get experience. Also, now we have the ability to save one of them. He will be able to join us or whatever. We have failed. We're gonna try again. Nice. We can try to recruit him, the other team, blah blah blah. We're gonna take him weapons and make him leave. We have got a new weapon. So this is the basic of the game. As I said, as the previous part, the same thing. You're gathering resources, you're moving around the map. Now only we have slightly different story. First thing I want to say is graphic for this game is incredible. Incredible. I mean, I like it so much. The whole style of the drawings is something that appealed to me very much. So I would rate it pretty much high. Also, music in this game is quite good done. It is on some parts a little bit repetitive, but it is of solid quality. Again, no narration, but what can you do? You cannot have everything in your game. As for the modding for this game is practically not existent. I haven't managed to find not a single one mod. There are ways to cheat game, but not the mods. As for how addictive this game is, as I said at the start of the video, basically has corrected everything that has been wrong in the first part, and first part was quite good. So it is quite addictive. I would definitely suggest you to try it out. It will bring you a lot of fun, and also it has very interesting story. I have to commend the crew for it. It's not they can put an effort in every field. So guys, I hope you find this entertaining. So guys, share, like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. Also, it will keep informed of the new content, which is coming basically on every day. So see you all and have fun.